user access in Spider Project. User access settings are very important because they control who can access and what kind of information within your project management environment. It's all about ensuring security, efficiency, and compliance. To be able to manage user access and users lists in your Spider project environment, go to your main window. If you're in the project itself, just go to the main ribbon, main window screen, and then go to the group work. Under the access rights, double click and you get into the table where all of the user groups are listed. You can see we do have admin user group. That group obviously has got full access to all of the areas, all of the tables. You can see this is not something that you can amend. It's all pre-set up and it's all full rights access by default. But then you can set up some other user groups and you can adjust that based on the requirements of your particular project environment. So you can constrain access to a particular area or a particular work breakdown structure, basically a subset of your project. Let's just create one new user group. Go right click and you can see there's a new group with the access rights populated. Let's just double click on that, go into that access rights property area, and then maybe we can create a new resource manager user group and a user, and then we can go through each area and specify what kind of level of access that will be available to that particular user group. So maybe they don't need to see the cost components, or maybe they need to see view only, or maybe you want to hide the cost components, or maybe some of them, or maybe all the same, maybe hide all of them. So you can see it's changed to everything is hidden. Then you go into each individual area as per the list on the left hand side and actually specify what kind of access you want to make sure that that particular user group so that particular user group has got access to. So once you are comfortable with the settings, to be able to amend the settings, obviously you need to have admin rights, and you can come back and readjust that if needed later. But this is where you set up your user groups in this table. Then we need to go to the actual users list. So double click on the users list. You can see we don't have too many users set up at the moment. We only have admin. You always need to have admin user and the admin user group. So you can see that project admin access rights is assigned to the admin rights by default, and it's not something you can update, which would make sense. You could set up the password for that as well to make sure there's more security applied. You can set up some additional settings through all of those parameters as well. But maybe just as an example, if we right click and add a new user to this particular project, just you can see like by default it's assigned to the admin rights user group. But I'm going to change that. That user will be a resource manager. And I wanted to make sure that access rights has been now updated from admin to resource manager user group based on all of the parameters that we have set up for that particular user group. If needed, we can also set up the password to make sure there's extra security applied. For now, I just leave all this blank, and we can manage some of them further, some more detailed parameters on the left-hand side for that particular user through the card. Once I'm happy with all of these settings, I click OK, and you can see that the access rights are actually visible in this table too. You can look at the notes to see what actually what you have assigned to that particular user. And then if you go to the actual project and you go project properties, you can actually see what's your current user of that particular project. So at the moment you can see we have got logged in as an admin, and we understand what kind of access we've got in this particular project environment. And that's how you manage user settings, user groups, right access in Spider Project.